I just woke up a little while ago, okay? So don't make fun of me. But let's talk about David Dobrik, okay? Recently, I've been watching a lot of things kind of like exposing David Dobrik, and I'm not really all that into that stuff, you know? Here, let me take this off. I don't know. I'm always filming in this like oversized sweater. And there's more red. Um, so, yeah, basically people have been coming out and saying what their experience at the Vlog Squad with the Vlog Squad is like, and they're basically, the guy Seth, who's black and from Compton, a straight guy, made out with what's his name, Jason Nash, on a prank, thinking it was Corinna, a young hot girl, but it just ended up being an old man that he was making out with. So he got pretty upset over that, and he's, I think he's like suing or something for sexual harassment or something, which good for him because he didn't want to do it. He wanted David to take the clips down. David wouldn't do it. David bribed him. And there's just other people who are coming out of it, which I watched, what's his name? The little guy. Big Nick. He came out with a testimony basically saying, he got saved, and he thinks that, their whole culture, their whole thing is kind of feels demonic, and that it's just like kind of hype. They're just always laughing, on cue, and they just kind of have this whole cult dynamic going on. Let me tell you some personal insight, okay? I used to freaking love David Dobrik, okay? And I knew I wasn't supposed to. I knew he probably wasn't. It wasn't good for me. It was pushing me to drink and to act crazy. And it was really leading me into trouble and chaos. And David, he's so charismatic and seemingly humble and charming and funny and always laughing, always something to joke about, nothing's wrong here, I've got my frat boy college lifestyle the way I want it, and it's all hyped up and it's all big, and it makes you, he's trying to get people to be jealous of that, and want that and want in his clique, it's kind of an exclusive thing. And I was all about it, but then, something felt wrong, the jokes, even though people are laughing, like, I felt like this is kind of hurtful, like people are getting their feelings hurt. And, you know, Jonah, he's the fat one, or if you're hot, you're a slut, you're old, you're Jewish, you're black, you're whatever, you're short, and Big Nick came forth saying, like, he basically asked David to take, or to stop saying, the short jokes and stuff like that, and David basically gave him the vibe, like, okay, well, didn't say it, but was just basically like, okay, well, you're not in the vlogs anymore, because that's the whole premise of the vlogs. David's the bully, he's the one, I feel like, I was just thinking about this last night, I feel like David is very insecure. He said this, and this is the reason why he rejects girls, is because he doesn't feel good enough. So he turns that outward towards other people, and he attacks their weaknesses before they can get at him. So he puts himself in a position of power. By being behind the camera, and by being the puppet master who runs the show, being the one in control of what everyone else sees, nobody's gonna, stand up to him. He has the power. And, if you don't go along with the gig, you don't get a car. So it's like, stick around and you get a car. It's like Daddy Dobrik, even though he is very insecure, and it wouldn't take much to, you know, hurt his feelings. he kind of stays in this safety zone where he can kind of, he's at the top of the pyramid, he can kind of do whatever he wants because these people look up to him so much. And so I kind of lost a lot of respect for him. I feel bad for him, you know. I don't think he really knows what it's like to be bullied, to be like rejected truly. Maybe, I mean, we've all been rejected, but I mean, he's been like the ringleader, the one in control for so long. Like, it's almost like, I mean, he's made a lot of insensitive comments and jokes, and I'm not all for cancel culture, you know, go into people's past and ruin their life now, like, but there's some things that you probably should apologize for if they come out of your mouth, you know. It's not okay to say. There's some words I just won't say, you know, like the N-word. Like, I'm not gonna say the N-word. Like, I'm not comfortable with it. I don't like it when other people say it. I mean, it's just, you know. And, like, people are getting canceled over that. Which is, I'm not a part of all that, you know, just say you're sorry and don't do it again. Like, for Shane Dawson, I watched the whole thing about him, and I'm not like a hater who goes on like, oh, who's getting canceled today, but it's just like Shane Dawson is another one who's getting canceled, and I used to watch his stuff, and I kind of had feelings like it, like something was wrong with his videos too. I didn't understand because I was just a kid, you know. But the blackface and the racism and just, you know, all the wild stuff, the shock factors he was using, I thought were just kind of crazy. But now, you know, people are, you know, saying like, look, Shane, you're getting canceled over this, but okay, like, people call you out, make an apology video, mean it, and don't do it again. It's that simple, and you could, I'm not gonna say you could save your career because there's a lot of people who would just cancel you for riding a different style of bike, but I mean, just don't do it again. But Shane Dawson just seems to not even care. He seems to be even worse than he was back then, so it's just like, these people, there's just no accountability because you've got these loyal fans. I mean, for Shane Dawson, he lost tons of fans, but you got these fans who will do anything, you know. There's like people who just idolize the crap out of David, and I see why, you know. He's got him under his spell. Like, I was under it. Like, it's easy to get entangled in, and you just watch one video after the other, and before you know it, you're just kind of immersed in it, and it's addicting, and it's made to be that way, but it's fake, it's not real, you know. And I used to want to make videos like that, all crazy and wild, but life isn't like that all the time, and that's just it is what it is. And it kind of made me like insecure about doing YouTube. Like, I'm gonna make these videos, I'm just gonna be talking to a camera, you know, just being myself, while, you know, David Dobrik's over there being all crazy and wild, and I want to be like that. And you know, my friends were telling me like, this isn't real, this isn't real. And at the end of the day, I mean, I guess it's just the Lord opening up my eyes. And Big Nick actually got saved. He's walking with the Lord now, and he sees it clearly. He even looks different, you know. But, you know, at the end of the day, we are made to, I understand that human beings have a natural inclination to look towards the negative, okay? To look towards what could go wrong for survival. But at the end of the day, that doesn't help. Having a negative mindset does not help anything ever. You might say, it's real, I'm just being real. You're not helping anything. Being positive, being positive is the way to go. I don't know where I was going with this. Yeah, we're programmed to have a negative mindset, but you gotta speak life. Okay, this is what I'm saying. You gotta speak life to people. So if you're constantly tearing people down, even though you're laughing and joking and everyone's like, ah, you know, like having this big party, um, it hurts people. You know, I feel bad for Jonah. They treat him so bad, and you can tell he just wants to be accepted, and he just wants to make it in Hollywood, and he takes so much crap from people. It's sad, but and they're calling people sluts. They're calling people, just anything to get a quick laugh, anything to, just keep the circus act moving. And it's just constantly, there's never any. And I don't know why I would want to be a part of something like that, because I think I actually prayed, to God to show me things for what they are. And once you see things for what they are, I mean, things can't hide forever. I think that's kind of what the coronavirus, there's some good that came out of it, because David kind of stopped his vlogs, and he's influencing millions of people, and a lot of which I wouldn't be surprised to know are kids, young teenagers, even older teenagers. It's still like being a bad influence, talking about, there's sex, there's drugs, there's, scandals and hookups and, plotting and, just drunkenness and just things in these videos that aren't appropriate. And he knows it. He doesn't care. It's just David's world, and everybody's living in it, and everybody's, if you get off the merry-go-round, and you're useless to us. And it's sad, and that's very narcissistic, and I feel like David is made to be a leader. He could be a very good leader if he would just, it's like a true leader is someone who sees the task at hand. This is the bar. A true leader will rise up and then, and then some. But someone who's just insecure, and doesn't feel adequate, will just bring other people down with them. So they're down here, and they're just bringing other people down and make people live in that world. And that's just insecurity, and that's just being weak in my eyes. But a real leader is someone who respects themselves and other people, and I just don't see that from David. And he has such a spell he puts on people, and I don't doubt that there is good in him, but I just see a lot of toxic traits that it's just like, and that's another thing too, is being afraid that people are gonna outshine you, so you have to keep them down, and they won't stand up to you if you give them cars, if you give them showtime, if you whatever, give them money, but that's not truly being someone's friend. Anybody can give somebody something. Is it, do you give them love? Do you cherish them? Do you respect them and have a good time with them? Because at the end of the day, that's what people are going to remember, is how you make them feel, not the car you bought them, So that's just basically what I wanted to say. I didn't mean to ramble for 15 minutes. Just about. But it's just something I had on my mind, of how much we can be manipulated, because David himself, he said he used to, manipulate people to get them to do what he wanted so he could get what he wanted. And it's like, yeah, I'll let you be in this, I'll pay you if you're making me money. It's all about, me. And at the end of the day, and it's like, he needs Jesus. We all need Jesus. We're all selfish, self-centered, crazy people without Jesus. I don't know what you are without Jesus, but I know I'm not good without Jesus, and I can't judge him. I can't say unrighteously. I can say that he's bully, which is true. I mean, it's not unrighteous judgment. I could say that he's using his platform inappropriately. He's built this whole image and persona, and he's using it for evil, really. He's just using it to, make fools of people. But that's kind of what you sign up for. So, If you're not with it, you know, it's just like goodbye. But anyways, I bet he never thought, you know, that people would come forth and say something. But I'm really proud of the people who have. Because it's just not okay, this whole frat boy thing. I feel like it just gets old so quickly, you know. Eventually, you're going to want someone who's going to be nice to you. You can't take meanness forever, you know. It's just, people value kindness. And so, that makes me want to make more videos. That's just kind of what I learned from that whole thing. Don't get sucked into the fakeness and all the hype, you know. If it seems all, oh, like, things are not like that all the time. Things are just like, life is all over the place. Everybody knows that. I mean, it's up, it's down, it's all around. It's not always going to be, like, crazy, you know, like that, but... Because David's vlogs kind of pushed me into a dark place. You know, I was drinking a lot. I was seeking after that high, you know, just trying to find people like that who wanted to do crazy stuff and didn't think I was crazy enough and all that. But really, I'd rather just be at peace, live a peaceful life. But yeah, I gotta go get ready for work. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry it's been so long. But yeah, I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.